Welcome to another edition of Parenting Matters with McCracken. We have been going through a number of things about parenting, but in recent days, we're drawing largely from the book, How to Talk So Your Kids Will Listen and Listen So Your Kids Will Talk, and How to Talk So Your Teens Will Listen and Listen So Your Teens Will Talk by Faber and Maslish. These books were written a long time ago. They've helped a lot of people, including my wife and me, in our parenting efforts. We can't recommend it enough. There should be a link underneath this video that will show you how you can get your own copy of the book. But we're on principle number 3 with the teens today. And principle number 3 is, instead of going against your better judgment, accept the feelings of your teen as you redirect their unacceptable behavior. So I want to make it clear, I should have done that earlier maybe, but this is not all about anything goes, letting your teen do whatever they want. It's not about that. There are times when we are going to have to redirect their behavior while validating their feelings at the same time. So here's a little comic they have in the middle of their chapter on this to illustrate this principle. So instead of going against your better judgment, so here's a bad example of that. The teen boy says to his mom, "Mom, you got to let me go on the bike trip. My ankle is much better." And the mom says, "No, it isn't. It's still swollen." And he says, "But it doesn't hurt anymore." And she says, "I still don't think it's a good idea. You know what the doctor said." And he says, "But all my friends are going. Please trust me. I'll take it easy. I'll pace myself." She says, "Well, if you're really careful." And he says, "Thanks, Mom. You're the best." Now, instead of going against your better judgment, accept the feelings of your teen as you redirect unacceptable behavior. So let's revisit the same scenario, looking at it with this addendum. "Mom, you got to let me go on the bike trip. My ankle is much better." She says, "I wish I could say yes. The problem is it's still swollen." The kid says, "But it doesn't hurt anymore. Besides, all my friends are going." The mom says, "And you're stuck in the house. That's rough." And he says, "And I missed out on the track meet last week." The mom says, "Boy, will you be glad when that ankle is finally healed." She says, "Right now, doctor's orders are to rest as much as possible until the swelling is gone." Kid says, "Bummer." Now, in real life, it may not happen as quickly and as easily as that, but our experience and the experience of many others has been, when you are in a habit and you do this consistently, when you validate your kids' feelings while not necessarily giving in to their wishes or demands, you build the bridge of relationship between you and them, even when they don't always get their own way. You validate their feelings. You empathize with what they're going through emotionally, and it builds your relationship with them even when they don't get what they want. Now, in real life, this scenario may have gone on a little bit longer, a little bit more intensely, but again, the idea is continue to validate their emotions, continue to empathize with them while being the adult in the relationship, while redirecting their behavior to what's healthy and safe and helpful. This is something that may not come naturally for us. What comes naturally is we lay down the law, we're the adult, you do what we say, with very little regard to how they're feeling. How did you feel when your parents did that to you? How did you feel when you were a kid or when you were a teen and your parents did that to you? Chances are your child's feeling something very similar. So be empathetic. be compassionate, be sensitive to how they're feeling, but be the adult and direct the behavior in a way that's going to be healthy and safe and helpful.